Good morning to all of you. Myself, Ganapure SD from Chemistry Department, Junior College. Today we are going to study the topic. The name of that topic is transition and inner transition elements. This topic is specially belongs from inorganic chemistry and chapter number 8. First, while studying this topic, first we have to know the detailed information regarding the periodic table. And we have already studied in the 11th standard and in 9th 10th standard the detail about the periodic tables. In periodic table there are near about 1118 or 118 elements are there which are classified or put forwarded in the periodic table in four blocks, and we know that first of all, to the left hand side, to the extreme left hand side, here in this PPT in white color, the elements of S blocks are shown. Elements of S block which are situated in the periodic table. The elements of S blocks which are present in the periodic table to the extreme left hand side. Okay, to the extreme left hand side. S block elements, and towards the right hand side, here these are nothing but the P block elements. These are nothing but the P block elements. Here we know that the capacity of S subcell to filling of electron is 2, and because of that reason the S block elements are divided into two groups, that is group first and that is group second. Okay, here while studying the P block elements, the capacity of P subcell filling the electron is nothing but the 6 electrons, and that reason, and because of that reason, these P block elements are divided into the 6 group, that are nothing but the 13, group 13, group 14, group 15, group 16, group 17 and group 18. Okay, after that again here the next elements are the elements which are elements in between the S block and the P block. There are the T block elements are present. These are nothing but the D block elements here. The D block elements are divided into 10 groups because the capacity of D subcell to the filling of electron is nothing but the 10, and because of that D block elements are divided into 10 groups, means each D series contains 10 elements in each. Okay, after that one more block is there and which is called as F block elements. Here the capacity of F subcell to filling the electron is that of 14, to filling of electron that of 14, and because of that reason the F block elements are present in two series, that is first series that is known as lanthanoid series. Lanthanoid, and that is second series, that is actinoid series. Okay, these two series. Here we are interested to study the elements of D block and elements of F block. The D block elements are present in between electropositive S block elements and electronegative P block elements. That's why these D block elements are known as transition elements. The word transition, here I have underlined that word, that is, it means transition means in between the S block and P block. Again the F block elements, are known as inner transition elements. Here the word inner transition refers for that the actual position of this F block element is here, but Actual position of this F block element is here, in between the electropositive S block and in between the D block. That's why the word inner transition is used here. But to maintain the shape of modern periodic table, we have to put this F block elements toward downward sides. Okay, first of all we have seen the detailed sketch of this periodic table or the elements which are put forwarded in the periodic table. Forwarded in the periodic table. Okay, next. Here, while studying the D block elements, first of all we have to study here the transition metal elements or transition elements or D block elements. Okay, the D block elements are those their last electron enters into the D and F orbital. Here the combined definitions are given of that of both here d orbital and f orbital. Here the last electrons enters, the d block elements are those in which last electron enters into the d orbital, and f block elements are those in which the last electron must be entered into the f orbital. Okay, the general electronic configuration of d block element is n minus 1. Here n minus 1 d 122 n s 122. Here means, what does it means? Here the in this formula the word here the general formula is what? N minus 1 d 1 to 10 n s 1 to 2. Here small n is nothing but the principal quantum number, is nothing but the principal quantum number, and we know that, we have seen what does it mean. Okay, we have seen what is the value or what is the meaning of that principal quantum number. Here when studying when we put the value of that n, we get the 3D subcell, and we know that for the D subcell the value of n is nothing but the 4. When the D block element starts, at that time the period will be the fourth, and the value principal quantum number n gives the period number or from where the element starts. Here the value of n is 4. By putting the value of 4 here, it becomes what, that n minus 1, 4 minus 1 means 3d. It becomes 1 to 10, n means 4s 1 to 2. That is, or this is nothing but the specific formula of or general formula of that D block elements. Means when studying the D block elements, the electrons are entering or electrons are filling starting in D subcell from 1 to 10. That is 3d1, 3d2, 3d4, likewise up to 3d10. And after that, the S subcell, the electrons are also entered into the S subset. And here one more thing is very important here. First the electrons are entering in the 3D subcell first before than that of 4S subcell, according to the Abbo's principle that we have been studied in the 11th standard. Okay, let us see next. Here most of the D block elements are also called as transition metals. This is because they exhibit the characteristic property that ranges from the S block to P block. Just before I have explained that the actual position of that D block elements is in between the S block and the P block, and because of that reason they are showing the properties of that D block elements are like in between the S block and P block. After that, zinc group and the scandium group are not considered as the transition metals, are called as non-typical transition elements. That bit we will explain later. Means while studying the D block elements, there are in transition metal elements two elements are there, that is zinc and the scandium. Scandium is nothing but the first element and zinc is nothing but the last element, these both two elements or group are not considered as the transition metal, or they are known as the non-typical transition metal elements. Okay, that we have to see later. Next, here again the D block elements. The D block elements consists of three horizontal rows. Okay, these D block D block elements D block elements consists of three horizontal series in periods 4, 5 and 6. Just before I have told that there are three series. Okay, first series starts from period 4, and cause of that reason we have to take the value of n, that is principal quantum number, that is 4. And in each series there are 10 elements in each series is there. Here we have seen there 10 elements in each series. After that, second point that we have to see, that is that the chemistry of different, or the chemistry is different from the other. What does it mean? It means that the chemistry of each group is different from the other group. That is the meaning of. Okay, after that, differences within a group in the D block are less sharp than the S and P block. Okay, after that, similarities across a period are the greater. Means when we move to the periods at that time, the similarities or whatever may be the similarities takes place, that are taking place, that are across the period are same. The meaning of that is, in next slide, here we have been shown the actual the D block elements or the transition metal elements. While studying the D block elements, there are three series are there. Just before I have explained, and we have to see here the D block elements are actual series of, that is D block elements. See here, this is the first series, and that is nothing but the D block or D block elements are first transition series elements. Okay, 3D. Next is here 4D series, and next here 5D series. Three series are there. Okay, these three or D block elements starts from third B group, third B, and it ends to the second B. Here there are total 10 elements are included, or 10 elements are present in the each series. It starts from scandium 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 elements are present in each series. Okay, let us see first, that is the 3D series. 3D series starts from the elements, that is scandium, titanium or titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, copper and zinc. Just before in slide we have seen this scandium and this zinc are not considered as the D block elements. They are said as non-typical metals. Okay, here while studying the second series, in second series also there are 10 elements. In third series or second series is called as 4D series, and fifth, that is 5D series. Here one more thing is important there. When we write the electronic configuration, or when we study the electronic configuration with respect to this series, at that time what happens, when we study or when we start filling the electrons, at that time the last electron must be entered into the 3D cell. When we study the electronic configuration all of this series, at that time what happens, the electrons are entered into the 3D subsets, means 3D 1, 2, likewise 3D 10, means in case the electronic configuration is 3D 10, and in case of scandium that is 3D 1. In scandium that is 3D 1. Okay, after that, to remember the all these all these 10 elements, we have to convince, or we have to make some technique. In exam we have to remember all those elements. It is a very important thing. Okay, for remembering all these elements, we can say that SC for Sachin, TI for Tendulkar. Sachin Tendulkar वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट में फिर कोई नया कप जीतेगा. MN, here N is there. Okay, सचिन तेंदुलकर वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट में फिर कोई नया कप जीतेगा. We can remember by using this frame, or we can use the different techniques for remembering the different elements, or we can say that, or we can confirm or conclude the other phrase likewise that सुन तेरी वाली कार में फिर कोई ना कोई जाएगा. Okay, we have to just remember, or it is important to remember all the elements by their sequence. When we remember their elements by their sequence, then it is so easy to write their proper electronic configuration. Okay, after that, studying regarding with the 4D series. This 4D series starts from yttrium, thorium, nobadium. Here Nb is there, modium, tcm, rudium, rhodium, palladium, silver and cadmium is there. Okay, for remembering this 4D series, we can remember this likewise. यारी जरा निभाना मौत तक, रुकावटें राह में पड़ेगी अगर कोई. We have to remember by using this frame from yttrium to rhodium. While writing the electronic configuration of this 4D series, here the electronic configuration starts. Here the electron is start entering in the 4D subcell, and in case of cadmium, here the 4D subcell is completely filled. That thing is very important. And when we study here, okay, this 3D and 4D, according to our syllabus, this only 3D series is important. Only the elements belonging to the 3D series, they are very important according to our viewer. We have to see the detailed information regarding about that 3D series. Okay, and that is important to us to remember the elements. Okay, let us see the next series or next bit. Across the first row of D block elements, or across the first row of the D block, that is scandium to zinc, each element has one more electron and one more proton is present. What does it mean? It means that when we filling the electrons, it means that when we filling the electrons, when we filling the electrons, at that time what happens, the meaning of one more electron and one more proton means when we studying, see here one example. Here one example is given there, or the general electronic configuration. Let us see example of that is scandium having the atomic number 21. Its electronic configuration will be 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 3d1 and 4s2. 4s2. Okay, what does it mean? When we filling or when we start writing the electronic configuration of the first element of the 3D series, what happens? The atomic number will be 21. The first electron must be entered into the 3D subcell. It means as we move from left to right in the 3D series, what happens? One more electron and one more proton is going on adding one more. To each step, meaning is that each additional electron enters, or each additional electron enters the 3D subcell. Here means the electronic configuration likewise 3d1, 3d2, 3d likewise. The core electronic configuration for all the first series of transition element is that of argon, and we know that for writing the electronic configuration there are two methods, that is core electronic configuration and general electronic configuration. Core electronic configuration is that electronic configuration, it means that the electronic configuration which is written considering the electronic configuration of that of corresponding elements or corresponding noble gas element, and to the 3D series there is the corresponding noble gas is nothing but that is argon, and argon having atomic number 18, and cause of that we can write the electronic configuration of argon, that is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, that is 10, and here 3s2, 3p6, that is 8, and the atomic number of that of argon is nothing but the 18. And according to that argon, we have to write the electronic configuration in this way. And this method, or in that method, the electronic configuration should be written considering to be the nearest noble gas is known as the core electronic configuration, or the core configuration of that specific elements. Okay, after that, again here, this is nothing but the actual electronic arrangement of all elements of 3D series, and we know that it starts from scandium, titanium, vanadium, chromium, copper, and other elements here. Okay, and all the electronic configuration of all those elements is written with respect to, or the all nothing but all electronic configuration is nothing but the core electronic configuration, because in bracket the argon is written there. Okay, nearest noble gas is nothing but argon, that's why the core electronic configuration is written. So 21, 22, 23. Let us see in case of this scandium. In case of this scandium, what happens? In case of this scandium, we can write the electronic configuration in this way. In scandium, atomic number is 21, and the electronic configuration will be 3d1 4s2, means one electron will be entered into the 3d subcell and two electrons are completely filled in the 4s subcell. In second titanium, atomic number will be 22 and the electronic configuration, core electronic configuration will be 3d2, means one more electron is added here in the 3d subcell here in second case. Okay, one more electron will be added there. Okay, again third thing is here, or studying the third element, that is in case of vanadium atomic number is 23, again the third, that is 3d, third electron entered here. 4s is same here in both the cases. In case of chromium, here in this table the chromium and the copper both are shown in the red color. The meaning is that here, while studying or writing the electronic configuration of this chromium and copper, there is a difference between the electronic configuration of this chromium and copper. It means that while writing the electronic configuration of this chromium and copper, there will be the change, or there will be the difference in electronic configuration of observed electronic configuration and expected electronic configuration of that of chromium and copper. Let us see here. According to our expectation, here in case of vanadium, 3d3 will be there. After vanadium, chromium is there, the atomic number is 24. Then our expectation is what? Here in case of chromium, according to our expectation, the electronic configuration will be 3d4, but here observed electronic configuration will be 3d5 here. That is the change here. Means here what happens, the electrons, the 5 electrons, 3d, here electronic configuration will be 3d4, but it becomes 3d5. What does it mean? The electrons from this 4s, 2 electrons, out of 2 electrons, 1 electron will be jumped, jumped means the paired electron of 4s subcell is 1 electron which jumps into the empty 3d subcell, and jumping it electronic configuration, the expected electronic configuration and observed electronic configuration is default. Expected electronic configuration in case of chromium is what? In case of chromium, we have to expect 3d4 and 4s2, but here 3d5 4s1. But why this is happening here? There is difference in electronic configuration, because we know that when orbitals are half filled and full filled, they attain the extra stability, and for attaining the extra stability, one electron or one paired electron from this 4s subcell jumped into the 3d subcell, and this subcell is half filled, and here 4s subcell is also half filled here, half filled, and we know that, means in this case 4s and 3d both subcells are half filled and it attains the extra stability. In case of manganese, again here, what happens, 3d5 and 4s2 is there. In case of Fe ferrous, 3d, what it becomes 3d6. The electronic configuration is 3d6. Therefore, pairing is start here. 3d6 pairing. In case of cobalt, 3d7. In case of nickel, 3d8. In case of copper, we have to expect the electronic configuration what here 3d9 and 4s2. 3d9 and 4s2. It is the expected electronic configuration. But here we observed the electronic configuration is what? Here the 3d subcell is completely filled. Means what happened? Here 3d10, and here we observed that here 4s1. Means what? Means what? Here again one electron from this jumped into the electron from 4s subcell jumped into the 3d subcell, and the 3d subcell is completely filled and 4s subcell is half filled. Again there is difference of electronic configuration of that of copper, that in between observed electronic configuration and expected electronic configuration, and this is so cause to attain the extra stability. Here in case of copper attains, or the 3d subcell of copper is completely filled and 4s subcell is half filled, and according to our rules, for fulfilling the electron full filled and half filled, the attain or copper attains the extra stability. Or we can say that, or while studying the electronic configuration or electronic arrangement of transition metal elements, we can say that the chromium and the copper shows the anomalous behavior. Chromium and copper shows the anomalous behavior in electronic configuration. Or there in board exam, question of 3 marks will be asked, might be asked. What is that? They will be asked, write or justify why there is difference, electronic difference between the chromium and copper, or in other words they can ask, explain there is difference in electronic configuration of chromium and copper in their expected electronic configuration and observed electronic configuration. At that time we have to give all this explanation. Okay, after that let us see study. This is the electronic configuration of the all periodic table. Okay, that you have been seen here. Here again the electronic configuration of this 3d and 4s series is written according to the, or using the Abbo's principle. Here according to Abbo's principle. Here in case of scandium, here the electronic configuration is written according to the Abbo's principle. What is the electronic configuration of that scandium? Here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 and 3d1. What does it mean? It means that the electronic configuration of that scandium, in scandium 3d1 means the last electron must be entered into the 3d subcell is there. Okay, after that again we can say that when we write in second case, or when write the electronic configuration that of Fe, the electronic configuration of that of Fe having the atomic number 26 here, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d6, means there are 6 electrons are present in D subset. After that the electronic configuration of zinc, the electronic configuration of zinc will be, see here 4s2 and 3d10. Just before I have said that what, while studying the electronic configuration, of all those elements, what happens? The scandium and the zinc, when studying the electronic configuration of that of 3d series, here this scandium and the zinc are not considered as d block elements. The reason behind that is, in scandium only one electron is present in this subcell, and in case of zinc the D subcell is completely filled. The reason behind that is, after that we have to see here chromium and copper. Just before I have explained, at chromium orbital energy is such that the putting one electron into each 3d and 4s orbital gives lower energy than having two electrons in the 4s orbital. And similar way is happening in case of copper. Means in copper also the putting two electrons into the 4s orbital would give a higher energy that filling the 3d orbitals. Okay. After that, there are two exceptions are there. There are two exceptions just we have seen just before we have seen, that is the two exception that are nothing but in case of copper and chromium. While studying the electronic configuration of this chromium and chromium, what happens, you would expect the chromium to have the electronic configuration, or according to our expectation, the electronic configuration of chromium will be here 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d4. But it is observed so, but in fact it has the configuration. It has the configuration of that of 1s2, 2s2, and according to our expectations. According to our expectation, the electronic configuration would be this much. But observed in fact the configuration will be 4s1 and 3d5. See here. What happens? What happens here in case of these two elements? In case of these two elements, here in case of copper and chromium, there will be the change. Again, in case of copper, you would expect chromium and copper, there is a speciality associated with the similar cases happen in case of this copper. Just before I have explained. By considering all those slides, we can easily conclude that, or we have to learn the detailed information about the electronic configuration of that of transition metal elements of that of 3D cells.